Hello, good evening, everybody. صحة بكم. Today we're starting our first session of the revision. I hope you are all doing well in this confinement state. I hope you ate well, but not too much. I hope you're doing your fit. You're doing some exercise. Okay. I think everybody's here now. Let's start our first session of this multiple session revision. Okay, as you already know that there are 3 parts in our test: the reading comprehension, the language, and the writing. Okay, we're going to start reviewing the language part. And most of the language part is deals with form and tense. Okay, the language part deals mainly with tense and form, and we're going to dedicate some sessions also for writing. But before we start doing some examples about tense and form, put in the right tense or fill in the blanks with the correct with the suitable words, or circle the correct alternative. I want you to understand the meaning of tense and form. I'm sure that many of you know the difference and know what is tense and what is form, but I have to go back, since I don't know you and you come from all over our country. I don't know your levels, so I have to start from the beginning, from basics. Okay, let's see what is tense. Tense is the different tenses that we've already taught you are the present simple, present progressive, past simple, past progressive, and I hope that your teachers taught you the present perfect. If they didn't teach you the present perfect, let me know so that I dedicate a session for that. Okay, the present perfect. The present perfect. It is taught in the fourth module, I think. Okay, if your teachers taught you tourism, okay, so it is in that lesson. We pass to the form. Different forms are the affirmative form, the negative, the interrogative, the infinitive with to, the infinitive without to, this is called bare infinitive, okay, and the ing form, or the gerund. Let's take the word play, for example, and let's see what are the different tenses and forms for the word play. Now, if you have this word, play, in parentheses, in the exercise, put in the right tense or form, what are the different alternative now that I want you to think of? Okay, I have the word play. Maybe when you look at the context and you read your sentence, you may put it in the present simple. Play, you can write play, you can write plays, you can write don't play or doesn't play. I play, he, she, it plays. I, we, do, I, we, they don't play. He, she, it doesn't play. It could be in the present progressive. I'm not playing. He, she, it isn't playing. They, we, you're not playing. It could be in the simple past. You may put it in the affirmative, played, or in the negative, didn't play. It could be in the past, progressive, was playing. The negative form is wasn't playing, were playing, or the negative form weren't playing. It could be also in the present perfect. The present perfect is made up of two words, have plus the past participle. Played here is the past participle of the word play. The negative form is haven't played, and has played, hasn't played. Has played with, it has played, she has played, or he has played. Let's look at another alternative. Okay, you may keep the word as it is, play, no changes. When does that happen? I give an example. My dad doesn't let us play in the street. Now, you see the word let here? This word here, okay, because of the word let, I kept this word in the infinitive without to. Okay, let's see the other words that we use to keep the word as it is, which means infinitive without to, or bare infinitive. Okay. Usually after the modal verbs, after can, could, may, might, shall, should, must, and will, the verb doesn't change. Okay, I can play football. You could go and see her. You may find him there. You might come, whatever you want. Okay, you should go to the dentist. You mustn't play in the street. You will be a doctor one day. Okay. After let, the verb here is in the infinitive. Let someone do. After make someone do. After see someone do, or see someone doing. Here you have, you can both are right. Or hear someone say, or hear someone saying. Okay, at this point here, someone here is raising his hand. I want to see who's talking. Someone is saying hello. Okay, hello everybody. Hello, hello. Yassine, Muhammad Yassine. Who's raising his hand? Somebody want to talk? Okay, I can't see anybody. Okay, at this point here, I want to give you, few minutes, a couple of minutes, so that you can write what you see. Okay. I seize the opportunity to answer some of your questions. Okay, I think it's enough. I go back to my first here. This is play. Now, another form is to play. Now you can write to. For example, look at this sentence. My dad doesn't allow us to play in the street. Notice here, I wrote let here and I wrote allow. And you know that these two are synonyms. Okay, these two are synonyms, but they are not used in the same way. Okay, after let, we use the bare infinitive, let us play. And after allow, we use the infinitive with to, allow us to play in the street. Okay, and let's see now the words that we can use the words that we use the infinitive with to after them. Okay, want, agree, forget, hope, arrange, promise, offer, plan, try, seem, and appear. And these are sentences. Sarah seemed to be quite annoyed. We tend to go up. We tend to go up. We tend to get up later at weekend. He failed to convince him to do this and this, to do. Mark promised to go shopping. We arranged to play tennis. I would like or I'd like to. Um, okay, we can use the infinitive with to after some nouns. Okay, after some nouns, like after the word agreement, arrangement, decision, demand, desire, failure, offer, plan, promise, refusal, threat. Example, Mark forgot about his promise. Mark forgot about his promise to go shopping. Sarah found out about his arrangement to play golf. Again, I give you some time to copy. Sorry. I'll go back. Alors, so we move to the second part. We usually find the two. Okay, I'm with you now. Okay, after, for example, these the adjectives. It's lovely to see you. Lovely is an adjective. The car is easy to drive. Easy is the adjective, easy to drive. Your handwriting is difficult to read. We're ready to start now. We can use the structure also with adjectives meaning good or bad. Okay. After the expressions certain, sure, likely, and unlikely. For example, Liverpool are certain to win, means they will certainly win, and they are sure to win the championship this year. Okay, after question words, for example, when we say we don't know where to leave our coats, where to. For example, also, this book tells you how to train race horses, how to. For example, also, we can use it to express purpose and why. For example, when you say, Mark went out to play golf, went out. Why did he go out? To play golf, or in order to play golf. I need some money. Why do you need some money? To pay for the phone bill. Okay. Shall I give you 3-4 minutes? I want to give you 3 minutes to copy. You copy just the words, the expressions in red, an adjective, certain, sure, likely, and unlikely after question word. To express purpose. Okay, let's go to we'll finish this slide. Okay, let's go back again to our word play. Let's see. Okay, now playing. I love playing football. I love playing football. As you see here, after love, the word play, we add an ing to the word play. Let's see together what are the other words we use to add the word play, to add the ing for. For example, with these words, like, dislike, adore, love, hate, prefer, enjoy. She hates waking up in the morning. We use it when we want to express preference. She hates waking up in the morning. We use it also after verbs which express beginning or end. For example, begin, start, stop, finish, continue, etc. For example, I started playing at 8 p.m. I started playing at 8 p.m. After various other verbs like avoid, forgive, imagine, remember, practice, risk, suggest, mind, and keep. For example, he doesn't mind watching that film again and again. He doesn't mind watching that film again and again. After certain expressions like can't help, can't stand, it's worth. What about? How about? It's no use. I look forward to. It's no good. Now, when you find these expressions here, one of these expressions, you use the ing form. Sorry, I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. Now, many pupils, when they see this word to, they immediately write the verb in the infinitive without to. Okay? Be careful with the, I'm looking forward to seeing you. I give you again 3 minutes to copy. Okay, let's go back. Okay, we can use it also after some prepositions. Like, I'd like to see you before taking the plane. He talked to her about selling the house. Thank you for giving. So the prepositions before, about, for, against, on, all these are preposition, and always after these prepositions we use the ing form. This is very easy. Many pupils know these rules, and they don't rarely make mistakes. Okay, I want you to note something. I want you to note something. I want you to take into consideration this note. Some words can take an ing or a to. Okay, example, these words like love, hate, like, begin, start, continue, and prefer. Okay, with no difference in meaning. The meaning is the same. For example, you say they hate watching horror films, or they hate to watch horror films. That's the same meaning. But sometimes um, when you use the different uh, the swimming or to swim, there is a difference in meaning. For example, when you say I stopped swimming means I didn't swim anymore. What is the meaning of I didn't swim anymore? That means when I was a child, I swam, or I used to swim. Okay, but now I don't swim anymore. When you say I stopped to swim, means I was doing something other than swimming. I stopped it, and then I went swimming. I stopped what I was doing and started swimming. For example, I remember closing the door. I closed the door and I remember that I did. For example, you are going out with your mother, and after a while she says, "Did you did you remember closing the door? Did you remember closing the door?" I'll say, "Yes, I did." So you remembered to close the door. Okay. When you said, "I remember to close the door," I remembered to close the door means I didn't forget to close the door. Okay, I move on. This information is important in a way that you should know about it, but I don't think it's important to write it. I mean, you should write these after prepositions. You write after prepositions and ing form. Okay. Okay. Go back to my slides. Okay. Put in the right tense or form. Sometimes you find other than the tense and other than the forms that I've showed you. That is the infinitive without to, the infinitive with to, and the ing form. Of course, we can find nouns, adjectives, and adverbs. Okay, let's start with the nouns. Okay, sometimes you find the word play in parentheses, and you may need to put the word play, or you may need to put the noun form of the word play. Let's look at this first example. I went to the theater to watch a play. A play is a noun. Okay. For example, here, player. Player is a noun. It's a subject, someone who does something. ER, someone who does something. Ronaldo. Okay, Ronaldo is my favorite. Okay, Ronaldo. I can't write a sentence of a football player without writing Ronaldo. So Ronaldo, you may disagree with me, but he's my best. Ronaldo is the best football player. Player is a noun. Okay. The adjective that derives from the word play is the word playful. And when you find this full, F-U-L, this means that this word is an adjective. This is called suffix, okay? A suffix. Now, these three letters show us that playful is an adjective. Playful children just went out of school. So playful is an adjective, and after the adjective always comes the noun, children. Okay, we'll talk later on about what the adjectives do. What is the role of the adjective in a sentence? Okay, I have another slide later on. But I'll give you this information here. Adjective always comes after a noun. Okay, here it is used to describe the noun. The children. What are these children like? They are playful. Okay, they love playing. They love running everywhere. They are playful. Okay, let's move to the adverb that derives from the word play. That is playfully. Okay, he pushed him away playfully. He pushed him away, not in an aggressive way, but he was playing. They were playing. He pushed him playfully. Now this is an adverb. How do you know that this is an adverb? Now, adverbs usually describes the verb push. He pushed him. They push. The question that you should ask to know the adverb is, how did he push him? How did he push him? Playfully. Pushed? How? Playfully. Okay? And most of the adjectives end with the ly. They are formed by adding. You see the adjective here? Playful. Okay, you see the adjective? This is the adverb. What did we do? We added an ly to the adjective. Playful, playfully. Here we have got two L's. One of the playful, full, F-U-L, and the ly of the adverb. Playfully, playfully. Okay. Okay, after this long introduction, we start our first module, family relationships, sorry, and we're going to deal only, as I told you, with the language part, not the writing for the moment being. Okay, let's start with the verb, the nouns, and the adjectives that come in this unit that we encountered in this unit. Let's start with the verb to argue. Okay, the verb to argue has got a noun. The noun from to argue is argument. Sometimes you'll find blank spaces like this for the adjective. This doesn't mean that this word hasn't got an adjective. Yes, it has. For example, the adjective argue is argumentative. I'm not going to write it because it is not used in our module. We don't use it. It's not it's vocabulary that we didn't use, and we don't need it in our module. Okay. Okay. Look at these two sentences. I'm not going to give you a whole list of verbs, nouns, and adjectives. I'm going to give you 2 by 2, 3 by 3, a word by word. I want to help you notice where we use verbs, where we use nouns, where we use adjectives. Okay, so I always start step by step. This is an easy way to start to help the pupil notice. Okay, help the pupil notice where the words should go. Argue. Where does the word argue should go? Should it go here or should it go here? Argue is a verb. Does this place is the place of the verb, or this is the place of the verb? Okay. Okay. Let's. I'll give you few moments, few seconds to think about it. I had a huge means very big. A huge what with my parents after coming back home late after midnight. I had a huge what. When you say what, it means a noun. I had a huge, good, argument. Okay, you see this word here in blue? What is this called? Yes, preposition. You'll find prepositions used with another color, like this, blue or black. And just to show you, to help you notice the preposition that comes after these words. We say have argument with someone. Can you give me synonym of argument? Do you remember? An argument. A quarrel, okay. A fight. Yes, arguments, fights, quarrels are all synonyms. So I had a huge argument. Remember huge. Huge. What is huge? Is it a verb, noun, or adjective? Huge. Huge an adjective. Good. So usually we find adjective, huge, and then the noun, a huge argument. What is the argument like? It's a huge, very big, huge argument. Okay, let's move to the second sentence. My teenage child. About everything. My teenage child is a subject. And after subject, we usually find the verb. My teenage child argues about everything. Now, here the word is argue, and here argues. Now, in which tense is the verb argue here is used? It's used in the present simple. Why did I use the present simple here? My teenage child argues about everything. Because I'm speaking in general. I'm speaking of a habit of this child of mine. He always argues, and we use the present simple when we speak about habits, something that is repeated again and again. He's always arguing. Sorry, it's something else. Okay, let's move to another word. To worry, the verb to worry, the noun worry. The adjective, I have two adjectives here, worried and worrying. Worried and worrying. Let's look at the sentences. I give you some few seconds to look at them and try to fill in the blanks. Go ahead. Take a few seconds. Okay? Okay, let's correct. The mother is very blank because her daughter has never stayed out so late. Has never stayed out so late. The mother is very what? The mother is very worried. Worried here is an adjective, okay? Now the third column is an adjective. Worried is an adjective. Who is worried? The mother. So this adjective describes the mother. Worried. The mother is worried because her daughter has never stayed out so late. Now, here, there's a verb here. What is the verb here in this second part of the sentence? Has stayed. Which tense is this? Remember? Remember? Has stayed? It's the present perfect. We usually use the present perfect with never. Okay? And you see the position of never? Okay? Okay, it is in the middle here between has and stayed. Has never stayed, the present perfect. This means that the girl, the daughter, didn't stay before so late until today. Until today. So we use the present perfect. Let's look at the second sentence. The mother blank about her daughter constantly. The mother worries about her daughter constantly. Means she always worries about her daughter. See the preposition about here? Oh, I didn't put it in black. Okay, to worry about. The preposition that we use with to worry, you worry about someone. Okay, you worry about someone. Here, I want to revise the spelling form. the spelling form of the present simple of the word worry, a word that ends with a Y. You see here? A very quick revision of this spelling. With he, she, it, we say worries. Now, this rule says when you have a consonant before the Y and a Y, what do? We cross out the Y and we write an IED. What do we get? We get the word worried. You see here? This is the Y. It was here. Okay? It was replaced with an I. Okay, that was a quick revision. Let's move to the third sentence. The situation which my daughter has been through, the situation which my daughter has been through is very worrying. Okay, the situation is very worrying. Now, the word worrying, it's an adjective. Okay, it's an adjective. Now, the word worrying, which noun does it describe? Okay, I have two nouns here. I have the daughter and I have the situation. Which noun, daughter or situation? The situation which my daughter has been through is very worrying. Which noun? The situation. The situation is worrying. I'm worried about my daughter. The situation in which my daughter or where my daughter lives or which my daughter lives is worrying. The situation is worrying. Okay. I don't know if you want to take a few minutes to write these sentences. By the way, I lost touch with you. I know that you can hear me, but for the time being, it seems that we have a problem. I can't get your remarks, so I'm just giving a lesson, and I hope we'll deal with this problem in the next sessions, and then we can have small discussions, can listen to your remarks or read your remarks and answer them. It seems that we have a small problem, but it's okay. I'm sure that you are listening to me. And I'm trying to now to give you few moments. So what? Few minutes to write. It's as if this is your board. I'm writing on the board and you're writing along with me. Okay? I can't even ask you if I go to the next slide or not. Okay, let's move to the next slide. He or she who couldn't write, maybe I'll send you a worksheet. We'll see. I'll discuss that with the people responsible for these lessons. Okay, we move to this to the next slide. Let's take the word free, freedom and free. Okay, here it comes back. Okay. Okay, I found hi, you don't answer me, Ayub Arusi. I just spoke about the problem. Now I can see your comments. Why don't you answer me? Oh, okay, Ayub Arusi. If you have something to write it to me. Okay. Oh, you have the answers already. One free, two freedom. One. Okay, one free, two freedom. Okay, good. Can we answer the questions, Ranim Rizgani? Of course, I give you some time to answer the questions, and then I put it to still play. Is correct or not? To still play. I don't understand what you mean, but you still play NS space. Okay, we'll answer. Okay, we'll answer now. Um, okay, I'm 18 now, and I'm free from my parents' bonds. I'm free. Free here, is it a verb or an adjective? It's an adjective. I'm free. Okay, I'm free from my parents' bonds. I told my parents that I'm a grown-up girl now and that I want more freedom. Okay, I told my parents that I'm a grown-up now and that I want more freedom. Okay, next one. Here I put the word love with its synonym, care. Love, the noun, with care, the noun. Loving and caring. Okay. I give you a few seconds. I use your thinking time to find a solution to the problem of the connection between you and I. Okay, we answer. I get on well with. Again, this is a preposition that we usually use after get on well. This expression, get on well with my parents, my presents. Oh, how okay. During the Eid, we'll have many presents. My parents, because they are loving and caring. Loving and caring are adjectives, and they describe who? I or my parents. I am loving. I get on well with my parents because they are loving. Oh, sorry, it's they. They are loving and caring, my parents. Now, the couple are always showing love and fondness to each other. They are showing what? They are showing love. Love is a noun. Love and fondness. You see this word and here? And always links two words of the same family, adjective and adjective. Love is a noun showing what? Love. Love and fondness. Okay. Now, this suffix ness, N-E-S-S, ness, like in the word happiness. Okay. This fondness uh, means that this word is a noun. Love and fondness. Okay, we move to the words please, pleasure, the adjective pleased and pleasing. Okay, here are 4 sentences. Take a few seconds to think. Look at the structures of the sentence. Look at the subjects. Look at nouns. Look at adjectives. Look at verbs. Whether the sentence is a question, whether it's in the affirmative, it may be in the negative. Okay, all these, you have to think of all these things when you fill in the blanks or put in the right tensor form. Okay, I have many memories. I have many memories. Memories is a verb, adverb, noun, or adjective. Memories is a noun. This is plural, sir. It's a plural. It's a plural noun. Many memories. Now, the question, remember, before the noun comes the adjective. The question that we should ask ourselves here is, what are my memories like? What are they like? They are pleasing. It's an adjective. They are pleasing memory. I have many pleasing memories about my childhood, in the countryside. Okay, what beautiful memories in the countryside. Sentence 2. Are you blank with your new school? Are you with your new school? Are you with your new school? Are you? Now, here we use a verb, noun, or an adjective. Are you pleased? Are you pleasure? Are you pleased? Okay, are you pleased? Now, pleased describes this person. Pleased, I am pleased. I'm pleased with my new school. Pleased with. You see the preposition that comes always with please? Be pleased with someone or pleased with something. Okay, take note of these prepositions. They are very important. Okay, to have memories about, be pleased with, take note. Although we are going to review them, I have a long list of words in this module that go with certain prepositions. Okay, we're going to come back later to these, but I try always to help you notice the structure of the sentence and the different parts of the sentence. Okay. Sentence 3, I'm staying at school just to blank my parents. Just to. Oh, the famous two. Yes, just to please my parents. I'm staying at school just to please my parents. This is about me. What about you? Why are you staying at school? Just to please your parents? Just to learn? Just to succeed? Have you ever asked asked yourself? I repeat my question. Have you ever asked yourselves, what are you doing at school? Okay. When you grow up, you will know better. You will answer yourselves only when you grow up. Okay, number 4. Number 4. Grandparents get huge blank when staying with their grandchildren. Okay, grandparents get huge when staying with their, they get huge. Huge is an adjective, very big. They get huge pleasure. Pleasure is a noun. I promised you that I'm going to speak about the positions of these words. The position of adjectives in a sentence. Okay, the position of adjective. Where do we find these adjectives? Now, we find adjectives after to be. For example, I am pleased. Okay, I am pleased. We find adjectives before nouns. Memories, as I told you, is nouns. Pleasing memories. Use huge pleasure. Okay, huge pleasure. We use them after verbs like look, seem, and feel. She looks tired. Okay, this t-shirt feels soft. Okay. You seem worried. You seem worried. Okay, or she seems worried. Worried is an adjective. Let's go back. So grandparents get huge pleasure when staying with their grandchildren. Okay. Let's take more words. Okay, the word authority and authoritarian. Okay, in this module, we have only the word authoritarian. That is the adjective. I remind you that this word here is the verb, noun, adjective, verb, noun, adjective. Okay, and I put the word authority, but it is not used in our module. Just for your knowledge only. Okay. My grandparents are authoritarian. What does the word authoritarian mean? This is an example here. They don't accept anyone to question their house rules. What do we mean by question their house rules? For example, if they say, do this, for your grandparents, you mustn't say why. You mustn't question. You must only do what they tell you to do. This is the meaning of you question something. You question the rules. Mom, why do I have to do this? Dad, why do I have to do this? You're questioning the rules. Now, authoritarian parents or grandparents don't like that. They just want you to apply the rules. Do as you are told, son, and don't question, please. Do as you are told. Okay. We have the word responsibility, the noun, and responsible, the verb. Again, here the ity tells us that this is a noun, like here, authority. Okay? Able, I-B-L-E, tells us that this is an adjective. Okay? Let's see our two sentences. Take a few seconds. Okay? Fortunately. Can you give me a synonym for the word fortunately? Can you give me a synonym for the word fortunately? Fortunately means luckily. Fortunately for Mary, it means Mary is fortunate. Mary is lucky that her husband, Mary is fortunate, is lucky that her husband shares all family blank with her, all family responsibilities with her, to share something with someone. Okay? Share responsibilities with someone. Okay, this is the word is in the plural. There isn't only one responsibility, there are many. And be careful of the spelling. We have one eye, two eyes, three eyes, four eyes. A monster, oh, sorry, it's not a monster. Monsters have three, four eyes. Now, this eye, responsibilities. Be careful, they are all eyes. They are all eyes. They are watching you. They are all eyes. When you say, when you want to say to your teacher, I'm very attentive. What can you say? There is an idiomatic expression. There is an expression we can use. We can say, I'm all ears. Sir, I'm all ears. Okay, are you listening to me? Yes, sir. We're all ears. We're attentive. Sentence 2. Most parents try to satisfy most of their children's needs. Okay? The children's needs. What are the children's needs? The children's needs is care, affection, love. You buy clothes. Parents must buy clothes for their children. The protection. You feed them, take care of them. Okay. So these are the children's needs. So these parents who satisfy most of the children's needs are responsible people. They are responsible people. Okay, someone who is responsible. Remember in the book, in the lesson about smoking, I think there were these two women sitting, one of them pregnant and the other one holding a baby in her hands, and they were both smoking. These two women are irresponsible. Okay, they are irresponsible. Okay, let's move to the next words. Understand, understanding, and understanding. Verb, noun, and adjective. Okay, in our unit, family relationships, it is the adjective that is used. But I put the noun understanding here on purpose. I put it there on purpose so that when maybe one day, probably, you may come across this word, you may distinguish it, whether it is a noun or an adjective. Let's look at the sentences. Let's look at the sentences. Okay. Yes, you're correct. Both of the answers are understanding. But, sir, if both are understanding, why did you write two sentences? I just want you to tell me, in the first sentence, here, is it a noun or an adjective? Here, do we write understanding here comes as a noun or as an adjective? My parents are understanding. Okay, here it comes as an adjective. And what are your parents like? This is the question that you should answer when you describe someone, okay, or something. What is it like? Understanding. My parents are understanding. When we disagree about preposition, disagree about something, they never get angry or shout at me. Another preposition. You shout at someone. Oh, you get angry with someone. Question 2, sentence 2, sorry. I thank my parents for, okay? What do you thank your parents? You thank your parents for their parents. Thank for their patience and understanding. Here, understanding is a noun. As you see, here there's patience. Patience is a noun and a noun. Noun and noun. Okay? patience and understanding. I'll give you a few minutes, 2 minutes to, if you want to take a note. It's a pity I can't see your remarks again. I hope that the way I'm dealing with these forms, the verbs, nouns, and adjectives, makes it very clear for you where we use them. Where we use them. We look at the structure. We look at the words that come before the blank, the words that come after the blank, especially the context, and then I choose my word. I have to do this step before, as I told you before I start doing the paragraph level. Now this level is very basic. It is basic, and I don't want to jump the steps. I go step by step. We have a lot of time from now to July, and we can learn many things. These are strategies. I'm teaching you. I'm trying to make you notice. I'm trying to teach you, to make you aware of the different strategies that will help you to answer correctly. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Embarrass, embarrassment, embarrassed or embarrassing. I have here two adjectives, id or ing. Okay, we'll also dedicate some time for the id and ing adjectives. We'll make some few slides. Okay, think of these three sentences. Okay, I'm sure the excellent pupils have already answered. And since I'm not only teaching excellent pupils, I have to wait for the pupils who went to the kitchen to get some water, or the others who are arguing with their parents, or, okay, come on, I'm not wasting time. Okay. 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 By now you should have read the three sentences and tried to answer. Okay. When his parents found out, can you give me a synonym for the word to find out? Okay. Discover. Find out about. Now this is preposition, find out about. Find out about his bad behavior. The child felt and tried to find excuses. Oh, it wasn't me. Oh, that's finding excuses. Oh, it was not the child. finding excuse. Remember this word felt? Felt is the past tense of the verb to feel. Yeah, to feel. And after the verb to feel, we, all right, very good. We find an adjective. Okay? The child felt embarrassed. Okay, how did you feel? I felt embarrassed. How did you feel? What is the child like? He's embarrassed. Sentence 2. The child left his parents in an blank situation. Situation is verb, noun, or adjective. Sir, it ends with an ION. That is a noun. Oh, very good. Sorry. It's a situation. What comes before the noun? The famous adjective. Yes, an adjective. So the child left his parents in an embarrassing situation. Now, you should here notice the ing and id. What is embarrassing? The situation. So the situation is embarrassing. The situation is the one or the thing that does the action. Okay? The thing that does the action is always an ing. Okay? For example, my job, the teacher. A teacher is a tiring job. It is tiring. Okay? The job is tiring. So the job that does the action, it is ing, tiring. The situation is embarrassing. And who is tired? He is the teacher and the pupils too. I'm sorry. All right. And so here the child is embarrassed. Okay. The situation is embarrassing. The child is embarrassed. Child embarrassed. Situation embarrassed. Okay. Let's go to the third sentence. Their child's misbehavior. So this child behaves badly. Okay. Was always a source of embarrassment. It's a source of embarrassment. That's a noun. Okay. Protect, protection, and protective. Verb, noun, adjective. Shin, the suffix, or ion, the suffix tells us that it is a noun. IVE tells us that it is an adjective. Adjective. Okay. Children, read these two sentences and fill in the blanks with 2 words only. Okay, these are easy words, so I'm not going to give you too much time to think of. Children always turn to. Preposition to with the verb to turn. You turn to their parents for care and. Now, the question we should ask ourselves here when we find this word for is the question why? Why do they turn to their parents? What for? For care. And now, this word care, it could be an adjective, verb, okay, or a noun. Here, is it a verb or a noun? For care. Okay, it's a noun. For care and, of course, the and, noun and noun. Protection. Care and protection. I just want to review with you this word for. Many pupils don't know this word for. They seem to know it, but they don't really know it. or if they know it, they don't know how to use it. Most of the pupils. For, as you may notice here, is the synonym of to. And in order to. And why do we use them? We use them to introduce the reason. Okay? We use them to introduce the reason. And what is the question we should ask for reason? The question is why. Now, after for, there is always a noun. After for, there is always a noun. The question that we should ask ourselves in the example that I gave you, sentence 1, the question is, what do the children turn to their parents for? Or we can say, well, we can ask also, why do they turn to their parents? Yes, care and protection. This is the answer now. For care, for protection. Okay? Many people, when you ask many people, why do you work for? Why do you work for? Of course, the first thing they will answer you is money. For money. Okay? For money. For plus now. Let's go to or in order to. They always, a verb always comes after to and in order to. The question is, why do the children turn to their parents? Why do they turn? Why do they turn to their parents? Why do they go to their parents? They turn to the parents to protect them, or in order to protect them. Of course, protect here is a verb. Okay, let's go back. All right. So this is, let's look at the second sentence. Sorry, let's look at the second sentence. Her parents are very black. They never let her go out with her friends in the evenings. Never. They are very adjective, protective. Okay, what are the parents like? They are protective. What are the parents like? They are protective. Okay, her parents are very protective. They never let, again, this verb let someone go, let go. Infinitive, let go. Demand, demand, to demand, demand and demanding. My parents are very, again here in our unit, there's only the word demanding, the verb to demand and a demand, they don't exist, but I put them. Okay, we have the word only demanding. My parents are very demanding. So what's the question we should ask here about this adjective? What's the question? What are the parents like? Okay, demanding. They are demanding. Although I work hard and get good marks, they're always asking for more, like most parents. They're never satisfied, like teachers, like me. We're never satisfied. We always want more. This is the meaning of demanding. Okay, that's it for today. I hope we will meet in the next revision session. We'll continue with these verbs, nouns, and adjectives in the same way. There is a long list, as you may know, in the first unit. It's full of adjectives, it's full of verbs and nouns, and we have to revise all that before moving to the prepositions, the adverbs, and then the writing of the first unit. Okay, I hope you enjoyed our first session. Since I don't see your comments, or I haven't seen your comments, if you have any comments, you write them to our Al-Murabbi, and I'm sure on the Facebook, and I'm sure I'm going to read them and to improve my sessions later on. Okay, thank you for attending, and happy Ramadan for all. Sweet dreams, and don't eat too much before going to bed. Okay? Okay. So good night, everybody. Sleep tight. Bye-bye.